Hello! Isang magandang araw sa ating lahat. Welcome to Florencio L. Vargas College. Welcome to the Earning Units program of the College of Teacher Education. I am your teacher in this subject. I am Mr. Brian M. Nazaleda. It might seem very unusual for you to be hearing me and to be introducing myself and, of course, introducing to you the subject in this way, okay, in this virtual way of doing it. Well, COVID-19 has drastically changed the way we do a lot of things in our life, and education as an important and indispensable part of the society is not spared with the drastic effects of COVID-19. So there are a lot of times that we think of canceling or freezing our academic activities, but there's no way that we can do that. We have to move on, and we have to go on with all our activities despite the fact that we should maintain our health, our safety in the midst of the pandemic that we are experiencing right now. Therefore, okay, this introduction video is presented to you in order for you guys to understand how will we be able to carry out our instruction or our subject um, in this mode. Okay, and I will be explaining to you what mode I will be using in our classes. So quarantine protocols dictate that it is impossible for us to conduct face-to-face instructions because we prioritize our health, of course, and therefore by saying we, your teachers, even the dean, our school managers are thinking of creative and innovative ways in order for us to still deliver the instruction that you deserve even at the comfort of our own homes. Okay, so we are exploring possibilities, applications, systems, so that we can still carry out. Okay, we still carry out the Earning Units program of Florencio L. Vargas College. So I purposely made this video in order for you to be oriented on how I will deliver my instruction, and at the same time how you as a student will be able to reach out to me as your teacher. Before I start, I'd like to tell you guys that COVID-19 has changed the way we look at education now. Okay? You might have read my post yesterday. Okay, I posted a long essay. It's not an essay, but it's a long passage. Okay, about how COVID-19 can change the way we look at the concept of education. Okay, with the question of Sir, magmi-meet ba tayo? Okay, this morning and yesterday I was reading your messages in the group chat, and some of your classmates are telling or asking me if, Sir, magmi-meet ba tayo? All right, let me just keep this straight, okay? Let's change the concept of the answer as to, Sir, magmi-meet ba tayo? Because the answer to that will not be physically meeting with each other, nor every time or every Saturday and Sunday meeting using a video conferencing tool. No, all right? The way we do education now is not the same as the way we do it for the past months in the normal, because new normal education is different now from the normal education. So if we meet every weekend or every set schedule, then what makes it different with the normal education? What makes new normal education different with normal education if we do not adopt our ways, okay, with the conditions, with the situations of the teacher and of course of the student? No, the situations now are very different. We are using different infrastructures. Our concept of infrastructures as well have changed. Okay, in the past, we look at infrastructures as classrooms. We look at infrastructures as the chairs, blackboards, ventilations, lighting, and every physical structures inside in a school. But the infrastructures now in the new normal education will now refer to internet, will now refer to computers, will now refer to different educational technologies. So we are not bound within the four corners of the classroom now, but we are presented with endless tools, various tools that we can use in delivering education to our learners. Okay, so there is a change in the concept of education. There is a change in the face of education today and in the next months, okay, in the new normal education. So, in a nutshell, I'd like to say, guys, that do not the new normal education revolutionize, change drastically, okay, the way we do education. So, kung tatanungin niyo ako, sir, magmi-meet ba tayo? May dalawa akong sagot dyan. Okay, and I will explain to you how will we meet, okay, in the next presentations that I will do. Okay, so this introductory video is made in a way that I will follow the following sequence. All right. So once again, before that, I would like to welcome you again to FLVC, Lorenzo L. Vargas College. I hope that you have watched the orientation video, which I posted Thursday. I think I posted it on last Thursday. I hope that you watch it because that will also help you be familiarized with the vision, the mission, the goals and objectives, and of course some of the school officials of FLVC. Um, you have to watch that because that will be part of your first quiz in my class. Okay, so I will try to assess whether you know who the dean is in the College of Teacher Education, or maybe what is the philosophy of FLVC, or who is the president of FLVC. So those things will be coming out in your first quiz in my class. So I will be guided with the following sequence. First, of course, I will be introducing myself to you. Okay, it's basic. Okay, that's basic. Um, in the first day of the class, I have to introduce to you. The teacher has to introduce himself or herself to the class for his or her students to, establish a rapport. Okay, that's very important in a classroom setting. Relationship between the teacher and the learner is very important. So I will be explaining to you also the learning delivery mode that we will be using, our classroom transactions, what are the applications, mobile and Windows applications that we will be using to carry out routinary classroom transactions, of course, classroom policies, and I will be introducing to you the course already. So this is the pre chapter 1. Okay, it's not chapter 1, but it's pre-chapter 1, just an introduction of what the subject is all about, because that is very important too. I know that you guys are non-education graduates, because if you are education graduates, you should not be here. But anyway, so some of you here are also teaching already, and many times that when I ask my students, okay, my earning unit students before, if they know this subject, if they know this concept and theories, they would say they have a lower level of knowledge of these things, because particularly they are not education graduates. Okay, so it is important for us to know the nature of our subject so that we will be able to build a framework or set a parameter of understanding, of awareness as regards the following subjects that you are taking. Okay, you are taking now 6 subjects, and these subjects are different from each other, but you can observe later on that there are overlapping concepts and theories of these subjects because they are integrative subjects. Okay, you cannot isolate one subject from the other because those subjects are connected with each other. So if you wanted to become teachers, you have to know how these subjects relate to each other. Okay, so I will be introducing the course to you. Okay, the course outline, of course, which you are able to download already, and the course requirements in my class. Okay, how will I be I how in the new normal education, in the new normal setup, how will I grade you? Okay, how will I grade you? So this is the content. So let us begin. So let me introduce myself to everybody. So as I have browsed the list of my classes, I I saw some familiar names, okay? But most of the names I do not know them, okay? So please do the pleasure, do me the honors of introducing yourself, okay? As much as I introduce myself to you, you have to introduce yourself too. So how can you introduce yourself? This is your assignment. You have to introduce yourself in the comment box. So you write in the comment your introduction. So what I want to read there is, of course, what is your current work, if there is, where are you currently connected at, okay, what agency in the government or private institution or NGO, where are you connected, and then why, okay, why are you here? That's one thing I want to read there. why are you enrolled in earning units? Why are you earning units in education? Okay, so if you want to write a long essay there, then it's fine. That's your choice. So, in other words, I want to know you by commenting on the boxes below, on the comment section. Where are you connected at? From where are you? Okay, and then what is your current job? And of course, I want to hear how or why are you earning units in education? What is your purpose? What is your motivation? Okay, because I believe in a purpose-driven life. If you are here, then you must have a purpose. Because if you don't have a purpose, then Aristotle would tell us that in the Nicomachean Ethics that if there is no purpose, then happiness will not also be there. Okay, so if we want to be happy, then you also have to find your purpose. The moment that you find that you have found your purpose, then everything will go smoothly. Your purpose will drive you to the right direction, and the end of that is happiness. Okay, so I want to hear what's your purpose of enrolling in the earning units program of FLVC. Okay, so once again, I am Mr. Brian M. Nozaleda. I am your teacher in this subject. Um, I've been here for the past 4 years already. I've been here in FLVC for the past 4 years, but I'm just a part-time instructor here. My main job, okay, my regular job is in Cagayan State University. I am an instructor there. I handle subjects in professional education, but I also handle subjects in general education courses, particularly in the sciences. So I've been teaching in CSU for 5 years. I started not as a permanent faculty member, but I started as a part-time instructor too. Um, 20 I entered there 2015, and then in 2017, fortunately, I was given a permanent position as instructor one, and until now I am connected with Cagayan State University in Carig campus. I am lodged in the College of Human Kinetics. So if you want to find me, if you want to look for me, then I'm just in the Carig campus of Cagayan State University in the College of Human Kinetics. So in terms of my educational background, you might have read there already in your schedule, okay, written there, Dr. Brian M. Soleda, but that was just recent. Okay, I finished my PhD in science education last June. Okay, I was conferred in June, but I defended my thesis January of this year, my dissertation, I should say. So I finished it last June. No graduation ceremony. I just requested for the TOR and they gave it to me. Okay, I finished my master's in 2016 in teaching chemistry, and my undergraduate degree I finished it in 2014. I took Bachelor of Science in Secondary Education, major in Physical Science. All of these programs, I took them, I did them in Cagayan State University, Andrews campus. So that's basically about my educational background. So I graduated in 2014 in my undergrad, and I finished my doctorals after 6 years. So that's 2014 to 2020. Work experience, well, yun na, nasabi ko na kanina. So sa part-time instructor ako sa FLVC since 2016. So pretty much I have handled several. I cannot count them, and I even cannot remember their names anymore. In the Earning Units program, I have handled a lot of students already in the Earning Units program. Aside from that, aside from my regular jobs and my part-time jobs, I'm also a lecturer, invited lecturer in several review centers for licensure examination for teachers. So after passing the licensure exam in 2014, I was invited to do a lecture and to review those who will be taking the licensure exam for teachers in professional education and general education. So I can tell that, in terms of familiarity with the items that will be occurring in the licensure exam, I might say that I'm 80% familiar with them. Okay, I'm 80% familiar with the nature of the material, with the nature of the questions, and therefore I can use this skill, okay, this familiarity to you, okay, because I know that your number one goal why you are here is to be qualified in taking the licensure exam and eventually be able to pass the licensure exam. Is that right? Of course, that's right. Who wanted to fail the licensure exam? So I will use this skill of mine as a lecturer, as a reviewer in licensure exam, as far as this subject is concerned, because I cannot review all subjects. Okay, that's a lot of job. So I will just focus on the subjects that we have now, okay, and use items, okay. These are authentic let items. Some are similar items to the licensure exam in your exams. So expect that your midterm exam and your final exam, you will encounter items that have occurred in the licensure exam, and when you are able to finish that and see your score, then that might gauge your level of readiness, okay, in taking the licensure exam. All right, so that's basically my background. This is my education and my work experiences. These are just some information about me. Uh, well, these are the awards I have received. I did my dissertation outstandingly. Also, my thesis in 2014. In my undergrad, I was magna cum laude. In my high school, I was valedictorian. Yeah, these are just some of my publications. So if you want to know more about me, you search my Facebook account, or maybe you can Google me. So I am Googleable already. All right. So why am I Googleable? Because I have some publications and research in 2019 and in 2020. So uh, I forgot to mention, I am the research coordinator of the College of Human Kinetics. So I do monitor the research projects of the college, and at the same time, I do research myself and also with a team. So I do work with the team now. We have two researchers in the university, and I work with them to finish the research. So you can Google me. You can read my publications online. Just search my name in Google Scholar. I am verified there, and you can look at my publications and read them there. Also, I have a ResearchGate account. You can search my name in ResearchGate, and you can see also my publications there. They are downloadable for free. So if you have master's thesis or you're doing a research, then you can use this as a reference if it is along the theme that you are presently studying. So if you have questions about me, some basic information. I am 26. I just turned 26 in last June. Okay, I just turned 26 last June. I live in Tuguegarao City, but sometimes in Amulung because my wife is from Amulung, so I also go there at times. But my main address here is in Tuguegarao. But anyway, these are the information about me. So if you have some questions, then feel free to direct message me on my Facebook account. All right. So, don't forget to introduce yourself too by commenting your introduction on the comment boxes. Okay? I want to know where you are connected, what's your current job, if there is, and particularly I want to hear from you why are you earning units in education. Okay? All right. Good. Now, let me explain to you how I will be able to deliver the instruction to your class. You know guys, kahapon nag-post ako tungkol sa ating learning delivery mode. At sabi ko nga, ang gagamitin natin ay distance learning. So distance learning, it's a combination of sorry, it's a combination of synchronous and asynchronous communication. So sabi ko nga kanina, ang sagot sa kung magmi-meet ba tayo, depende. Okay, dalawang sagot yan. We will meet asynchronously or we can meet synchronously. Okay? Either way, we are meeting. In other words, ang sagot doon ay oo. Okay? Hindi nyo man ako makita, I will be distributing to you copies of my module or learning materials or reading materials which you will study, okay, which you will read, and that will serve as your guide, okay, in continuing the lesson in the class. Okay, so we have two modes of learning, asynchronous and synchronous. So ano tong asynchronous? Ang asynchronous, yung hindi tayo nagkikita. Hindi nyo ako nakikita at hindi nyo rin ako naririnig. Pero baka malay natin, narinig nyo ako habang binabasa nyo yung module nyo. So yung module ang magsisilbing gabay nyo sa inyong pag-aaral. So ang asynchronous learning natin ay maganda-ganap via our Facebook social learning group. So lahat kayo naman siguro naka-join na sa ating Facebook social learning group at dun ko ipopost lahat ang ating reading materials, ang worksheets, ang submission form, at kung kailan kayo mag-quiz. Okay? At kung ano yung code nyo para sa quiz nyo. Sa synchronous naman, ito yung naririnig nyo na at nakikita nyo ako. Ito yung nagaganap sa parehas na oras pero sa magkaibang lugar. So, gagawin natin ito via Zoom or Google Meet. I posted already the schedules of our synchronous discussion. So, anong magaganap sa synchronous discussions? Well, basically, dapat pagkabigay ko ng mga materials nyo, dapat nabasa nyo na sila. At yun yung gagamitin natin para sa ating synchronous discussion. So, I hope that you guys are prepared. Okay? Sabi ko nga kanina, ibang-iba na ang edukasyon sa new normal. Okay? So, whenever we have study sessions, I call it study sessions, yung synchronous discussions natin, kailangan kayo ay handa dahil marami akong itatanong. Okay, so magdi-discuss ako doon sa synchronous discussion natin, but at the same time, I have some questions. Okay, so that we will start discussing with the questions that I will throw to you. Okay, so yun ang ating learning delivery modes, asynchronous and synchronous. Okay, papakita ko sa inyo kung paano nagaganap ang asynchronous at synchronous. Ito ay aking subject sa undergrad sa CSU. Okay? I handle a subject in a CSU called Science, Technology, and Society. I will give you a virtual tour of our virtual classroom using Facebook Social Learning Group. So, look at this. This is my virtual learning classroom. Okay? And you will see here, in this tab, meron kang makikitang units. Okay? Itong units na to, dito nakalagay yung inyong mga materials. So, each week, okay, I will be uploading materials that will be divided per unit. Okay? So, each week. Okay? And per unit, ano ang nilalaman ng per unit? So, kung titignan natin ito, meron tayong Unit 1, okay? And we have Unit 2. Alright, so Unit 2 pa lang kami, ha? Okay, so sa Unit 1, anong makikita natin sa Unit 1? Marami yan. We can see here, first, ang aking i-upload ay yung inyong learning materials. And then, meron tayong lecture video dyan. Kung meron, okay? Minsan kasi, ang ginagawa ko dahil may nakikita tayong resources sa YouTube, yun yung ipapanood ko sa inyo. So, I will be posting some links wherein you can watch it in YouTube and you will learn the same thing. At the same time, dito meron kang activity submission form. Dito sa learning materials nyo, makikita nyo yung mga activities nyo dito. Yun ay ipapasa nyo dito sa activity submission form. At after submitting it, pag nagawa nyo na, pwede na tayong quiz. Okay? So, each unit is good for, I think, 2 weeks. Merong unit doon sa ating schedule na merong 1 week at meron ding 2 weeks. So, every after the unit tayo nag-quiz. Okay? So, let us try to look at this unit 1. Ito naman yung unit 2 natin. Okay? So, unit 2 pa lang, 4th week pa lang namin sa unit 2. So, hindi ko pa napopost yung kanilang activity submission form. I will post that in the right time. Okay? Anyway, so these are the contents of per unit. Ito yung i-expect nyo sa ating social learning group. Alright? So, tignan natin yung learning materials. Alright? So, sa learning materials, bibigyan ko kayo ng link. Okay? Bibigyan ko kayo ng link. At dun nyo ida-download yung inyong learning materials. Ayan. Ayan na. So, ipapakita doon yung link at kung saan nyo siya ida-download. Katulad nito. So, Unit 1 is ready for download. Then, makikita natin dyan. At pag binuksan mo yan, ay makikita mo yung mga materials na kailangan mong i-download at kailangan mong basahin. Alright? So, dyan ko ilalagay yung inyong mga learning reading materials. So, ito. Katulad nito. Okay? Tayo natin. Ayan. So, nakikita nyo yung mga week 1, 2 activities. So, andyan. Parang ganyan yung inyong ma-encounter sa ating subject. Okay? So, balik tayo sa units. Ayan. And then, dito naman, ayan. So, YouTube videos to watch. Ayan, meron ako mga links na inyong pupuntahan na konektado sa ating lessons. Okay? So basically that is how we will do our subject. Okay? Now, so ibig bang sabihin no na kailangan yung gawin yung ipapagawa ko sa Facebook o yung mga postings ko sa Facebook sa oras natin? Kung gusto niyo at sinipag kayo sa mismong oras natin, okay lang. Okay, that's your choice. But if you have vacant time, gusto nyo weekdays, pwede. Basta na-download nyo at nagawa nyo, okay lang. Alright? So, it's flexible. That's the essence of what we call as flexible learning. We do not prescribe that you do it at the prescribed time na sinet sa inyo, but we're doing it in a flexible schedule. Okay? Pero, yung synchronous discussion natin, kailangan sundin natin yung oras na itinakda ng office ni Dean Daraway. Okay? So, kung anong schedule nyo, dun tayo magkakaroon ng synchronous discussion. Kasi yun ang oras ko. Okay? So, kahit mag-discuss kayo sa ibang subjects nyo, basta andun ako sa oras ko, okay lang. Okay? So, ulitin ko, yung asynchronous discussions natin, yung asynchronous learning natin, ay pwedeng maganap in a flexible schedule. Pero yung synchronous, kailangan ito sa tamang takdang oras. So, doon sa inyong course content, doon sa na-download yun na kahapon, nilagay ko doon yung dates ng ating study sessions, ng ating synchronous learning discussions. Okay? So, malinaw ba tayo sa ating learning deliver mode? Kung may tanong, pwede kayo mag-comment sa baba. Ngayon, pupunta na tayo sa classroom transactions natin. So, nakita nyo kanina, yung reading materials ay i-upload ko sa Google Drive. Yung submission of worksheets naman ay gagamitin natin ng Google Form. Magbibigay ako ng mga tutorial videos para dyan. Yung quiz at exams naman natin ay gagamit tayo ng .quiz. May tutorial video din ako para dyan. So, abangan nyo lang mga yan. Okay, yung synchronous discussions naman natin ay gagamit tayo ng Zoom or Google Meet. Sa asynchronous discussion naman ay syempre YouTube. So, i-upload ko yung mga lectures ko at doon nyo ako mapapanood. Okay? Please don't forget to subscribe and like my channel. Okay? Conversations naman ay sa GC. So, kung meron kayong medyo specific sa grupo natin na gusto nyo itanong, gusto nyo sabihin sa akin, gamitin natin ng group natin sa GC sa Messenger. Now, these are just some of my classroom policies. Okay? Number 1, do not keep yourself updated through GC. Kaya ako ginawa yung FB group kasi mas madaling tignan. Kasi kung GC, natatabunan ang mga files na ina-upload. So, kaya tayo gumawa ng social learning group para organize yung inyong mga materials. So, malinaw ba tayo doon? Alright, you have to submit requirements on time, but I will be flexible on that. I will be one time, big time, set a schedule. I will set a schedule maybe 3 days after the midterm exam so that you can pass all the requirements in the midterms. Okay? So, one-time, big-time schedule yan. Okay? Participate in discussions. So, in the synchronous discussions natin, sana naman, kahit na hindi tayo magkatabi o nagkikita, you can ask questions. I can ask questions to you. And whenever I ask questions, please do answer my questions too. Okay? My grade yan. Okay? Observe courtesy and respect. Alam ko, yung iba sa inyo ay mas matanda sa akin, but I am your teacher and I am a person in authority by virtue of a law, by virtue of a Republic Act during the Common Law period in Manuel Quezon's period. Pag-aaralan natin yan sa teaching profession. Okay, so yun. Observe courtesy and respect. Okay? Even not with me, but also with your classmates. Okay? Please do respect them too. Their opinions, if they have, please do respect it. Okay? Respect the work of others too. Do not claim others' work as if it is your own. So, kung meron akong essay na pinagawa sa inyo, kung hiniram nyo, please cite, okay? Refer to it. Alright, next. And the last one, and I think this is very important, do not be toxic. Okay, sa dami-dami ng problema natin sa Pilipinas, kasama yung white sand sa Manila Bay, sa gobyerno natin, sa COVID, it's time to be positive and relax ourselves and become non-toxic. Okay? Be kind at all times and smile. Okay, smile, and let's not be toxic. All right. So that's basically the classroom policies. So that's it for our general course introduction. Um, about me, about the class, how will I be able to deliver to you, and this time I will be introducing to you the subject. Okay,